Hello, hello. Just wiping off my oily face. Well, nobody's here yet, but for anybody who's going to watch this back, because some of you guys comment that you like to rewatch the live streams later, I have a new little whip. And I'm very high key obsessed with it. Sorry, my hair is a mess. I'll be honest. We just woke up from a 45-minute nap, so I'm still trying to decide what world I'm in. Well, we had Suki joining us and then she just left. But I started these shorts, I want to say like over the weekend or maybe even like Monday. And they worked up pretty fast. Granted, these are very small because I'm making Hello V. My excitement when I see your name. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hi, Seffi. I'm just me already talking even though nobody was here. I was trying to give the people who rewatched the live streams a little run through. But I started making these shorts, I think like at the start of the week, maybe even like the weekend, because I've been seeing everybody, maybe not everybody, but I've seen a lot of people making like micro shorts. And usually I'd say like 90% of trends, it's a miss for me. Like they're cute, but I wouldn't actually care to like wear that item out and about. But the micro shorts, it's a different story. Like I don't know why they're just so cute. Granted, I need to like actually finish them and then start wearing them and see if it's something that I'm comfortable wearing in public. Because I don't want them to be like too booty short. I'm not trying to be too revealing. I just want like tiny shorts. If that makes sense. So this is what I've been making. I'm almost done. I finished up like one little leg. I might add a few more rows. I just kind of like needed a stopping point. And then I'm going to catch back up with this leg right now. But I was also thinking I'm filming a video on this, like on a few different things right now. So I talk about it more in that. But if you guys have been like watching my tutorials for a minute, then there's like a little thing. I haven't done it too many times. But when it comes to like a waistband, I feel like most people's issues with like skirts or pants or shorts is that their hips are much wider than their waist. And unless you're like using a zipper or like buttons or something, like it doesn't fit you perfectly because the waistband gets stretched out over and over, putting it on and off. So very similar to how I did the flowy shorts tutorial on my channel. I made like a little waistband and then I doubled it in thickness and then I actually crocheted over some like elastic. I had some elastic threading. Is it here? I think it's upstairs. Well, I had some elastic threading, like a lot of it left over. So I just kind of made like a little tie, like I measured my waist and everything, and then I crocheted over it. So it's pretty like bulky. And if I stretch it, you can see the elastic band in there. But I have tried these shorts on probably like 10 times. And I'm really thankful that I did that because like I have to stretch this, to get it over my butt and my hips. And then once it's back on my waist, yeah, so like little things that we're doing to improve the project and give it a better chance that I'm actually going to wear it. So yeah, that's one thing that I did was add like the little elastic to the waistband. And then I was thinking possibly like on the last row of black, I might frog this, or if I add more, I'm thinking about doing like maybe front post, back post stitches just for like 2 rows or something to kind of give it like a little ribbed effect on the bottom of the cuff. But it being black, I don't know if the texture will show up at all. And then also I don't want to do it on like this tannish color because I kind of want it to like the bottom of the shorts to match the waistband. So I have to do it on a black row. But yeah, anyways, that is my long talk through about what I'm doing right now. Hello, Emma. Kathy. Oh, hi from Liverpool. What is up? Jordan's favorite team, Liverpool. Is it my own pattern? Yeah, honestly, I followed the same exact steps from the flowy shorts. If you've seen that tutorial, the only difference with this one is that in the tutorial for the flowy shorts, there's like 1 or 2 rows where I added like increases to make it very like ruffly. And then after the increases, I just kind of like worked straight down. So with these shorts, I just didn't add increases. Like if I could very quickly walk you through what I did, I just left out the increase rows. So I just made like a really long chain and made sure that it stretched around the widest portion of my hips. Um, and then I just added 4 rows of double crochet. I'm using, I would classify this as like fingering weight yarn. So 4 long rows of double crochet, and then I attached it in the round. And then once it was like a full circle, that's where I used the elastic and folded the 4 rows over each other. So essentially it's like the height of 2 rows. So you got 2 rows and 2 rows, and then they're sandwiching the elastic. And then after it's like all connected in the round and I've crocheted the elastic, um, all I started doing was working 1 stitch into each stitch because I already knew by like measuring my waist or my hips that that was like the widest point that I needed it to be at. So I don't need increases because this is like a tighter fitting short. Um, so I literally, it's up until the crotch, it's a square. Like it's a skirt essentially. As you can see, there's literally like no increases. It's just worked straight down. But that's what I like about these shorts and about the old tutorial is like it's just so versatile. Like I said, I made that initial chain the width or the circumference of my hips. So I already know that like that's the widest point that my shorts need to be at, which means I don't have to increase. I can just work straight down. And then it kind of gives the illusion that like there's maybe some math or some increases or decreases because the elastic, like when it cinches on your waist, but then the rest of this like stretches to your hips, it looks like, oh wow, how did they do the shaping and everything? But there's no shaping. It's just a square. So I was thinking possibly putting together a pattern, like a tutorial for it, just because it's so easy. Um, but we'll have to see. I'm kind of like if you were here at the last live stream, I was talking about trying to slow down, like being a little bit more picky and meticulous about the designs that I choose to make patterns and tutorials for, because as I talked about, I kind of went through like this frenzy of just like wanting to do a pattern on like everything. I just wanted to build up my pattern portfolio, if you will. Um, so this last week and a half, I've just been like making things for myself. I haven't made too many, but this is like one of those where it's really tempting and I really kind of want to make a tutorial on it. And then at the same time, I also want to like, if this is going to be a trend right now, I don't want to miss the window of it being a trend. You know, I don't want to upload this tutorial like in 6 months. You know, that doesn't make any sense. So possibly, but if I were to do a tutorial on this, I don't think I'm going to use the same yarn. Like I love the texture. I love everything about it. It's really just the weight of the yarn that's kind of like a no for me. I love it having like, you know, just done it for myself. But the fingering weight, it does take a heavy minute. But I really do like the yarn so far. Oh, I should have brought it over here. I finished up the bikini that I was working on the last live stream. And it's the same yarn that I'm using, just a different colorway, but it's the Ali's Diva yarn. I got it on Etsy. Here's my hook. We're gonna do a little bit of crocheting today. Oh, Arrow Lover, hello. It's the Ali's Diva yarn. I got it on Etsy. I had originally picked up like a chartreusey, like lime green, and then like a royal blue, like Kentucky blue. And that's what I made the bikini out of. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I kind of posted like a little photo of it yesterday on Instagram, like a little whip photo. or you can just like go back to my last week's live stream and just to like get an idea of what the bikini looks like. It's very simple, but same yarn, different colorway. Um, I actually intended to make a bikini set, like 2 bikinis out of this yarn, because I kind of wanted to make like the same little bikini that I made in last week's live stream in these 2 colors. Like for me, that's like more wearable. Um, and then I wanted to make a second set for like my sister-in-law. But then after making the first bikini, it's cute and everything, but then my mind just got preoccupied with the micro shorts, and I was like, this would be a really good fiber like to test out for the shorts, because apparently everybody and their mom on Etsy claims that this yarn is supposed to be like some of the best yarn for bikini attire. Like it's supposed to be very stretchy, good for water, stuff like that. So that's why I had initially bought so much. And believe it or not, at least for my size, I'm going to finish this pair of shorts with just 1 ball in each color. I'm going to have some left over. So there's probably still plenty left over to make like a little matching bikini. But I'm also trying to decide how many rows I need to add for the shorts, because I'm sure I'm not the only one. Obviously, we have more junk in the trunk in the back than we do in the front. So we need like more coverage on the backside in theory. But when I tried these shorts on yesterday, they look really cute. But for me, the length in the front is like almost perfect. But then in the backside, like I got little crescents sticking out. You know what I'm saying? And I can only imagine how much more they're going to stick out. Like once I start moving around in them and like walking and stuff, they might like ride up. So yeah, I don't want to add on too many rows because I don't want it to look like regular shorts in the front. Like again, I'm going for the micro short. But at the same time, I need enough coverage in the back. So I'm not going to do what I'm about to say, like for a tutorial. Sorry, but I was thinking like there could be a way that I could have like, how do I explain this? It's kind of like working with short rows in knitting, or I guess crochet. But I was thinking for those that want to attempt this and have the same issue that I do, what you could do is like work with double crochets along the front, like half of the shorts, or the front like third. And then maybe once you start to get to like the side of your hips and then the whole backside, like your butt area, you could transition to longer stitches. So for example, you could have like double crochets. Dang, I don't want to say trouble. But for a lack of better explanation, what I'm trying to say is you could work with double crochets across the front, and then along the back, you can switch to treble crochets. So you're getting a little bit more length on every single row on the backside. Obviously, your stripes are going to look a little bit warped maybe because they'll look thinner in the front and then longer in the back. But that could be a really good way to kind of eliminate the same height across the whole short. Like, you know, we need it a little bit longer in the back. That is one way that my brain was working to kind of fix this issue, but I'm not going to do it, not on these shorts. I'm just going to finish them. But I'm really hyped about them. And I do like how stretchy this yarn is. Like I said, I've put these shorts on and off a handful of times, and they don't really seem that stretched out. Like I've noticed a slight bit of change, like from when I first made them and didn't put them on. But all in all, like y'all know with acrylic or even wool or anything else, like once you wear a crochet piece, like a skirt or something, or shorts a few times, if it's tight fitting, after a few times, it is a little bit wider, and it never officially goes back to like pre try on size. You guys know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? But so far, like I said, with these, like they really It's really not stretched out, which is surprising. Surprising. So it is kind of good to know. So far, I do like this yarn. I think I'm going to pick up more. I just wish that this came in a slightly thicker yarn. So I don't know. I don't know what yarn I would use if I were to make a tutorial, because I would need it to be at least a sport weight. I don't know. I just want to change it up. I just want to change it up. And also, I don't want to spend forever working on these tiny, teeny little shorts. I feel like also for people who watch tutorials, like most crocheters, if they see like a top or a bottom or something is made with fingering weight, that is like what automatically they're like, too tiny, I'm not making that. I feel like with knitters, they don't care. I feel like knitters could see any weight of yarn and like any pattern, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll make that. But for some reason, the crocheters like crocheting with tiny, tiny yarn. It's such a turnoff, which I understand. Hence my whole personal dilemma right now. Oh, you guys want a pattern? Yeah, Sephi, if you're having the same problem, I'm sorry, I just started talking and then I didn't see your question. If you have that problem with the waistband, that's like the number one trick to make it fit you better. In the shorts tutorial, instead of instead of an elastic threading, in the shorts tutorial, I just made an I-cord like to tie up for the waist, and then I sandwiched my work. I can't talk. I sandwiched the I-cord in between the waistband, and then I crocheted that closed. So I just used a different fabric, if you will, a different closure, but it's kind of like all the same. I didn't want these shorts to have like a little tie in the front. I really just wanted them to be like, I don't want to have to tie them. So that's why I did the elastic. But if you prefer, you could totally just do like a I-cord or a chain or something, and then you still have a way of tightening up your waist. Yeah. Is 100% microfiber as soft as cotton or versatile for summer? I've never seen anything. Yeah, honestly, in stores like Michael's, Joann's, I've never seen a microfiber yarn or microfiber acrylic yarn. I feel like way back in the day when I used to go to Hobby Lobby, I think they had microfiber something, but I couldn't even tell you what it is. What was your question? I didn't even answer. Is it as soft? This yarn is very soft. This, I would definitely say it's softer than traditional cotton yarns. If there is a specific cotton yarn you're talking about, tell me, because I say it all the time, but cotton yarns are not the same. Like I've felt some nasty, rough, scratchy cotton yarn. And then I've also felt some very, very soft, almost silky smooth cotton yarn. So it depends on like what brand you're talking about or what line of yarn. But this stuff feels great. It feels really, really good. It's a little bit slippery on the hook, but when it's crocheted up, it doesn't really feel, it doesn't feel slippery. I don't know. It almost kind of feels like, honestly, I wouldn't even know what to tell you. It's very hard to describe. Best case scenario, you guys like go on YouTube and maybe like look for a review, somebody's review on it. This is still kind of like my first time working with it, so I haven't fully formed my opinion. I'm sorry. But as you heard me talk about in the first, we're already 20 minutes in the first like 10 minutes, I really do like this yarn. I just wish it was a little bit thicker. but soft in the hands, smooth on the hook. I like it better than standard 100% acrylic. I'll tell you that. I can tell you that. Arrow Lover. I don't know what Vilrita website. I'm assuming that's either a brand or like a shopping website. I'm not too sure what that is. If you could expand on that for me, it will help. Sarah, you made it this, I almost said this year, this week. Every time the glasses. On your list to learn how to knit this year. Absolutely. It's so easy. If you just get the basics down, it'll really motivate you to want to do some like more intricate designs. I pretty much only know the basics in knitting, but I love it. I think it's gorgeous. Hello, Alexis, Yasmin. Everybody's coming in. Yeah, if you guys are wondering how to crochet shorts, I do have one tutorial on my channel. Two. I have two. But in reference to the one that I'm making right now, it's almost the same exact tutorial as the flowy shorts, or like I think they're called the lounge shorts on my channel. The flowy lounge shorts. Same thing, same steps and everything. I just didn't do, I think it's like row 2 of the shorts is where I added all the increases. I just didn't increase. The rest is literally the same. Oh, thank you. You're saying my hair is nice looking? It's crazy because I just air dried it and then I said I just woke up from my nap. So it's pretty kind of crazy that I came on the live stream looking like this, but you know what? We can't look like a runway model every day. Faye Faye. Abram Alexander. You've been working on a crochet 100% wool crew neck sweater for a couple of days. It's light gray, light yellow, medium brown, and white. Where are you from right now that you're making a 100% wool sweater? Where art thou living? That's crazy. I woke up from my nap because I was hot. I was so hot. I had the front door open so that Suki can like go pee outside and stuff. And I woke up and I was just like, I cannot believe you're making a sweater. Or are you making it for somebody in a colder climate and then shipping it to them? Oh, you're from North Carolina, but you love warm clothes. I feel you. Honestly, I am a warm clothing girly, except for like today. It's funny because like a lot of times, even when it's like warm, I have to have like a blanket on me. Does anybody else have that? I think it's probably like some weird childhood trauma thing, but it's just like I like feeling, I feel just cozy. I feel secure. I think that's what it is. I feel like safe and secure. And it's like a little shield. I don't know. I love having a blanket on me, like no matter the temperature. And even last night, it was getting kind of hot, but I put a sweater on. And I wasn't even hot. I think it was just I wanted to feel like covered. So I feel you on the warm clothing. Also, I'm like in pants again today. That's probably why I'm so hot. I'm in pants. But yeah, I just wanted to take a little bit of time, come on the live stream again because I said I would last week. And I'm going to keep doing it for as long as I can remember. I just want to see how you guys were doing. What's on your mind? I don't think today's live stream is going to be too long. We're already at 24 minutes. I do need to take you know who on a WALK pretty soon here. And then I have a few other things I have to finish up or help finish up, like the last, I can't speak right now. I have two pattern tests going on right now, and they are both like a day away from closing. I think they both got pushed back a little bit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because originally the cap deadline was for this Sunday, but I think some people are still sending in photos or feedback. And then the tank, oh man, I think the tank, it's like so far past now. Let me see. I don't know why I remember this, but it was the 25th. All right, so one, two, wait, one, two. No, the deadline is on Saturday. So I need to kind of like go through, triple check the pattern, collect all the photos, edit them a little bit, try to get them up. You know what people don't talk about? Like pattern designers, I've never really seen them talk about. It's not that big of an issue, but it just came to mind, so I'm going to talk about it right now. But is this better? Oh, that's better. Whenever, so obviously patterns are available on like so many different kinds of websites. You've got Ravelry, you have Etsy, you have Ribbler, there's Ko-fi, there's personal websites. There's probably other websites that I don't quite know about right now that people use to sell their patterns. But when you finish like writing and completing a new pattern and you go to put it up for sale on all these websites, it takes so long. Like that is half a day for me. It's like I already have the PDF done. So the PDF, I can just upload that to my website. Same thing with Ko-fi, I just upload it. But like on Ravelry, it's like a 10, it's not terrible, but it's like a 10-step thing that you have to fill out to get all the right info for your pattern. And that takes me a while too, like making sure everything is described correctly because I've realized, I don't know who it is on Ravelry that like reviews the patterns and makes sure like your page looks good. But like if you put one wrong thing, how do I describe this? I'm like going on a whole tangent. I don't even know if you guys care to hear this. Asher, you made it. Asher Sarasol here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read your things. I need to like talk about this because I don't think people understand enough. On Ravelry, when you go to upload your pattern, there's a part where you can like checklist all the different features or techniques or characteristics, whatever you want to call it, about your pattern. There's like a whole list. And that's what helps people find your pattern. So if there's like a specific technique that you use, whether it's like top down, bottom up, I can't even describe how many things are on this list. Like there's categories, there's probably like 15 categories. And then within those categories, there's like 20 plus in each. So anyway, you have to like go through and pick out a few different things that are, characteristic about your pattern. But if you put one wrong thing, these people on Ravelry will not hesitate to like send you a message, but then also like flag your pattern. Like they do something that's like they almost like take it off of your shop and then they'll email you like, hey, you marked it as it being having this characteristic. But technically that doesn't really apply to your pattern because that is meant for X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, cool. But then my pattern's not up on the shop. Oh my gosh, my hair. Because they think in their eyes that whatever. It's just such a hassle. So I have to do that for Ravelry. And then anybody else have this issue with Ribbler, my pattern writers? And I'm really like going through it right now. Ribbler. I love being able to like sell patterns on Ribbler. Copy and pasting. See, this is how flustered I am with Ribbler. With Ribbler, you have to use their Ribbler design feature. It's like their way of having patterns. So with like Ravelry, Ko-Fi, all these other things, you can just upload your PDF and then people will download that PDF and use it. On Ribbler, it's much more interactive. So you have to like use their little system to add in each line of direction and then each photo that accompanies that direction. And it's like, if you try to just copy your PDF and paste it into their system, boy, are you in for a rude awakening. It will group sentences together that are not meant to be grouped together, or it'll separate like one line of direction, like one row. It'll like separate it into like multiple lines. And it's just like, it takes so long. I think that's the one that takes me the longest to like copy and paste everything into their formatting the way that they like it. It's like I love Rippler, but it's just a pain that their system just doesn't really read patterns efficiently and it writes its own style and I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, pattern, as if writing and editing and testing the pattern doesn't already take so much time. Now you have to spend a whole nother work day. Sometimes, depending on the pattern, it's taking me like 2 days, 2 whole days to get everything transferred over to Ribbler. It's just like, I'm already dedicating so much time to the back end of it. Why should the publishing of it heckle me too, you know? I don't know how I got on this tangent, but yeah. Anyways, got another row done. I think at this point, I'm gonna have to try these on off the live stream, of course, to kind of determine how many more rows I need to add. Again, I'm not gonna add too many. And then I'm still on the fence about the front post, back post situation. I think I'm only gonna know if I do it. What a pain. I knew I was gonna have to do it, but I was trying to put it off for as long as possible. And now I'm at the point where I'm gonna have to frog it either way to determine which style I like. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm sorry, guys. I needed to get that out of my system. I needed to tell you guys what's on my mind today. And what is that? I don't know how I got this, but it's like a scratch or a bite or something. And then I scratched it in the shower. Now it just looks like a cute little mole, but it hurts. It hurts. It feels like a bruise. Chocolate. Oh my gosh. I haven't had you here in so long. I mean, it was like a little bit of chatting on Instagram, but I feel like I haven't seen you. You were like huge on the live streams back in the day. Tornado warnings. Oh Lord. Oh no, 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 no. I don't got time. I don't got time for tornado warnings. Like, isn't that so stressful to live? Like, I'm sure where you live is beautiful, but it's like, isn't that like, doesn't that give you anxiety, like mad anxiety to get a tornado warning? I don't know, man. That's scary. I don't know if I would have the guts to live in like the Midwest like that. Heat stop. Heat advisory in Riverside. Since when? I ain't getting no heat. I mean, I could feel it. I told y'all at the beginning of this live stream. I woke up because I was so hot. Maybe I wasn't graphic enough for you guys. I woke up because I was like sweating. I was like, y'all ever do that? Get like hot sweats and like you wake up and there's just like all down your chest canal. It's just sweaty. There is. There is a heat advisory. Dang. Stop. It says next Saturday is supposed to be 103. And it says tomorrow, this Saturday, it's going to be 95. You know what's crazy is I used to, for a little bit, I attended college at University of Riverside. And as a freshman, it was so hot my freshman year. Like walking from the dorms to class, I remember it was November. Shit, you guys not. It was November. And I think it was like the day before I was leaving for like a little Thanksgiving break. My hair. Anyways, it's like a day or two. It's like the last week of like finals or something. I was doing something school wise before like my little Thanksgiving break. What was it? I think it was like 107 or 105, like every day for a week. And it was November. It was over 100. I was so hot. I was taking showers like 3 times a day because I would walk to class in the mornings. I'm already drenched, and I mean soaking through my shirt. I'm going to all my classes, have lunch, I come back to the dorms, and like, if you guys also don't know here, the dorms at Riverside, depending which dorms you're at, you are walking like uphill. Like there is like this valley and it just goes straight up and you're just, oh gosh, it was so bad. So like I knew Riverside was going to be hot in the summer. I'm just not ready for it. And then I have like this dainty little puppy who cannot overheat. Miss Ma'am must be cool at all times. The other night, I think we didn't have the air. We had the air at like 72 or 73. Thought she'd be comfortable, but I guess in the midst of us like going to bed, I turned off the fan downstairs. And she loves to sleep down here now. She no longer really sleeps in the bed with us as often, but she didn't have her little fan on. And then she came up to the bedroom at like, it was like 3 something in the morning. And you guys know, it's like that meme, like a little kid standing in the doorway, like waiting to tell their mom that they just like puked all over the bed or something. It was that scenario, except I just woke up to the, er, er, you guys know what I'm talking about. And I was like, oh no, she's good now, but gotta have the air on for the little baby. Oh my gosh, we're already at 37 minutes. Well, thank you, Jessica, for the heads up because I don't think I would have known. It says the heat warning is off now. Said it was supposed to end at like 11 something, right? No, it says until 11:15 p.m. Oh man. Well, so that's not bad. It says right now it's 83. So once the live stream is done, I'll probably hop outside, see how hot it really is, and then determine if I can take her for a walk. Because this one has to stretch her legs. She doesn't get rowdy, but she gets very restless. And I can tell that's when she's like, okay, let's go out. Oh, and then while we're here, we can also kind of quickly talk about the Advent. I'm still dyeing up some of the yarns. But yesterday, I finished up 10 of the 14 colorways. They're looking good. I'm having fun. It's so fun to dye up these yarns. And then supplies for stitch markers and whatnot are supposed to be coming in sometime this week. I mean, the week's almost done, but I will get to crafting those relatively soon. So We still needed we still need to decide on the cow project. I need to put them on my stories, but I like put that thing on my stories last week about people like sending in their pattern recommendations for the cow. And the funny thing is nobody actually sent in actual like patterns like by designers or anything. I started like going through them and everybody just said like a cute shirt or a cute summer shirt or a lightweight summer top. So nobody actually gave like physical recommendations, but that's okay. I tried to pull a few different Hi. I tried to pull a few different patterns. Here she comes. Come here. Okay, let me just show her to you guys real fast. Oh, there she is. Can you guys see how she's starting to get antsy? She's like throwing a fit. But yeah, I pulled a few different patterns from like Ravelry and Etsy that I really liked. And I thought they're like all very different. I have a couple like tops. I have a couple ponchos. There's like a cape. There's like some interesting stuff in there. So I think I might just throw them up on the stories maybe like this weekend or something and get a better feel for which project you guys like. But to finish the conversation from last live stream, no, I have not found a cute skirt pattern that I thought would work with the Advent colors. So I don't think a skirt is happening with this Advent. But it's okay. But yeah, if you guys have like a specific pattern recommendation, you can DM me or email me or something and I can look into it. But yeah, that's about as much update as I got for y'all. It's been hectic couple of weeks. Oh, and speaking of, I have confirmed participation to showcase my little alarm went off. I will officially be hosting my yarn at the yarn shop again, very similar to what I did last year. So yeah, my yarn's going to be up at the Redland shop end of July, or like towards the end of July. So I had to place a huge order for more bear yarn. And that is going to be one of the big things that I'm trying to like chip away at. I'm not going to start on it quite yet because I have a little bit of time. I do, like I promised you guys, I do want to finish up a majority, if not all of the Advent stuff before I start focusing on the trunk show. That's what they're calling it. It's a trunk show. But it's fun because I only have 4 more colors left to dye up. And then as soon as we decide on a cow, after that, the Advents can be sent out. It's a very different direction in a good way from the Avatar Advent. Oh my gosh. I think that's been one of the fun things for me dyeing up this Advent is that with the Avatar one, it almost felt a little bit easier because each of the colorways were like heavily based off of a theme or a character. The ones for the Summer Advent are as well, but for example, if I'm saying like Fire Nation or Water Tribe or something, you're pretty limited. Like you have an idea of the colors that you're going to use and then how you pour them or lay them or speckle them or whatever is up to you. But with this Advent, it's so general that there's like so many different directions each of the colorways can go. So it's been a little bit more difficult, but at the same time, it's also been more fun because I don't feel as restricted. Like it literally feels like I have the general color palette that I'm going for, but it's like each colorway, there's like so many options. So it's like a good and a bad thing because it's overwhelming because I'm like, oh, I could do this, or I could do this. Like I don't really have boundaries for each of the colors, you know? That's also what makes it so fun because I'm not limited. I can just kind of like, if I want to throw in a little bit of this, I can just do it. If you're doing, I don't know, Katara's Water Tribe colorway, you can't sprinkle in some hot pink, like that doesn't really make sense. It could, So this one's been fun. I have 4 more colors left. Wait, Sarah, so did you officially confirm that y'all are moving? Or is it still tentative? Dang, I feel like Tennessee has high moisture. Or maybe it's dry. I don't know the area well enough. I don't. Okay, I'm going to sit down this little crochet whip because I'm going to finish the live stream by reading these comments. I don't know why I just stumbled across this one, but I saw somebody say, where did the term frogging come from? Supposedly, frogging comes from when you have to rip out your work and you say rip it out, rip it, and then people think that it says ribbit, frog your work. Maybe if somebody's smart enough, we can put together like a little acronym. FROG, frog your work. Freaking rip out. I don't know. I don't know if we had to make an acronym. I'm lost. Plant-based Pisces, you're going to finish the polo pattern finally. Dang, you've been waiting this whole time for a color to come back in stock. Asher, hold up. You're telling me that there is a paste without formatting. I have never seen that option. Because I never have like a little checkbox or anything that tells me like I can it's just like, the only thing it asks me is, are you like writing a new design or an existing pattern? But you're telling me that there is a without formatting option. Hello from New Zealand on a fine Friday winter morning. People in New Zealand still wearing sweaters. I take it is it your winter? Are you below the equator? It's funny because Jordan was just telling me that my geography was like really good, and here I am like, what countries are in winter right now? South America, right? All right? Or nah? Who's below the equator? Me, don't know. Oh yeah, Asher, you said it too. You rip it back, which sounds like ribbit. When you weave in ends, I actually feel that it's calling in a weird way. Wait, what do you mean? Like calming? You know what's funny is I cannot stand it, especially like with the little bikini top I made. There were so many ends to weave in. I was starting to like cut corners. I was like, screw this. And now here I am again with a pair of shorts. I did try to eliminate some of the work. So I weaved them in as I was crocheting, but then I also made sure to leave enough of a tail because if you guys didn't already know, it is not secure all on its own. Like just weaving in your end, especially with this yarn, it being a little bit more like smooth, I'm gonna have to weave it back the other direction too. So I weaved it this way, and now I'm gonna use a darn needle and then weave it back to like really secure it. That's the only other thing I wanted to talk about with this yarn. I like it a lot, but how do I describe it? This is the type of yarn where no matter how many knots you tie and how tight it is, again, this is a fingering weight yarn, okay? It's teeny, it's tiny, but no matter if I triple knot it and I like really secure it and I start like crocheting and I look at the knot, a couple rows later, the knot is loose. It's loose already. And I have not been burning my knots until recently. So that's why I really can't cut corners with this one, because if I like don't weave in the ends or I don't like burn with the flame, like all the knots, it will, I feel like over enough stretching, it will come undone. So I need to do that. Oh, calming, yeah. Stop. Wait, Jessica, what class are you? Jessica Barraza? Barraza? Okay, see, you know what I'm talking about. I just got to this chat so late, but you said you went to UCR2 and you were a tour guide for 2 years. So you're walking backwards in triple digit heat. And then you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not crazy, like terrible, but when it's like 103, 105, and you have a backpack on, okay, we're going to class and come back. You have a backpack on, it's 103. You don't want to be walking up this like quarter-mile hill. It's probably not even that bad. But, you know, it was just so hot. And that's why I say I'd get back to the dorms and I would just be soaked through. And then also I was in Lothian. I was in West Lothian, though. Not East Lothian. I was in West Lothian. And at least at the time, they didn't have AC. East had AC and like a thermostat. You can control your rooms. Oh, how nice. No. I was put in West Lothian, West Low where the best go. And all we had were our fans. So even if you had 3 fans on in your room, it's not like having AC. It was just so hot. It was so bad. It was really bad. Oh, where did it go? I was just about to read it. Alexis Erica. The summer Sorrel shirt is so cute. I can't knit, but I think it is such a lovely pattern. Oh no. See, it's like there's a lot of really cute knit stuff that I want to make too right now. But because the first advent was knit, I really want to crochet this one. You know, I feel like it's on brand, it's on point. Like I am a crocheter first and foremost. So I feel like it would be wrong to not do a crochet pattern, you know. Ooh, you guys are making the summer tank. Okay. Hi, Dawn. Okay, Asher, I'm saving these directions. Command Shift V on Mac. I'm gonna take a photo of that because you are about to save me, and I shit you not. Like almost a whole day. Where did it go? Where did the directions go? There it is. Yeah, you're about to save me like a whole day of being on the computer. I'm gonna try it. Command Shift V on Mac. It's paste without formatting on the keyboard. Ugh. That's crazy. You have to use it a lot for copy and pasting code that has messes of spacing. Oh gosh, I can only imagine. Sarah, hello, good morning from Japan. Okay, you've never uploaded to Ribbler, but it might be worth a shot. It might be. Like, all I really have to do is start a new formatting template, and I can copy and paste the way that you said. And worst comes to worst, if it comes out all mumbo jumbo, I can just delete it all and start again. Like, I'm not really losing anything. So I'll try it. Imagine it works. Imagine it works. I will tell you, I'll probably save like so many people so much time. And I'd be like, y'all can go thank at Asher Santos. Wait, Asher, are you full Filipino? Are you like mixed? How did I not know this? Dang, it's that hot in the Philippines right now. I know Jordan's like my grandma, grandpa-in-law, they were in the Philippines really recently, but I didn't hear of any like issues like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're just used to it. I'm sure your family, I mean, they live in the Philippines, they're used to it too, but that's crazy. People are really overheating right now. And that's why when we do take her on the area that we go to, it's like, it's really nice. Even like the walk there might be kind of warm, but the area that we go to, it's like mostly fully shaded, mostly. And there's a really nice breeze. So it actually feels like 70 degrees and not 85. It feels really good. So I will have to take the girl. Chocolate. Oh, you finished it in February. Wait, did I see it? And now it's your fiance's staple piece? Jojo, I'm about to finish the live stream. No music today. Also, my phone's about to die. So I'm trying to save the battery for going on the W because we have to keep. Oh, well, I can't have to pick specific music. Gosh dang it. Oh well. It's chill vibes today. Okay, Ashley, you're full Filipino, but you're born in Cali. Okay. You like JoJo. You're like Jordan. And on that note, we're gonna slowly wrap it up. Slowly wrap it up. We're going to slowly wrap it up because this girl's gonna go on a walk. Oh, she's twitching right now. Okay, I'm gonna let her finish her little dream, and then we'll wake her up with some exciting news. Also, the flies, I don't know if it's just like our apartment area or if it's I don't know what it is. But what the flies are doing is illegal. These flies are everywhere. Like you should see the orchestra that goes on in our living room. Because sometimes we'll have like 3, 4 flies in the house at one time. And these suckers are huge. And they're like flying around. Jordan's trying to smack all of them. Suki's trying to eat them all. And the whole time they're like gunning for my head. There's so many flies. I don't know what's going on. I feel like we didn't have this issue back in Rancho before we moved. And now, yeah, now there's flies everywhere. Yeah, DM me the pics on Instagram. I feel like I haven't seen you or him wear it. I need to see the finished penny polo. Yeah. Yeah, you got hella compliments, Asher. That's so good. Ego boosted to the moon for real. For sure. That's so funny. That's what I say to Jordan when I want to say for real. I just say fur, and he knows what I mean. Fur. Mood. We love the penny polo. Okay. We're gonna start to close out the live stream. Thanks for attending, guys. We did pretty good. Look at that. 59 minutes. Y'all know I'm usually like 2 hours. We on it today. So let us wake up the baby girl together. We can try. Hey, Suki. Let's see. Apologies, there are crunchies on this tabletop. Suki, hey, do you wanna go on a walk? Oh, big stretch, big stretch. Oh, okay, hi. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we just woke up, didn't we? Oh man. Is Jojo still here? Is Mr. Dad still here? Oh my gosh, look at her. She's big girl. You my big girl? Okay, pouty little girl. She said, if I don't see you making moves right now, I'm not getting up. She said, let me know when you're serious. Sleepy's in the eyes, but always ready for a walk. She is, because she's acting all attitude right now. But the second I get up and I grab her leash, it's going to be a whole affair. It's going to be insane. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you again for coming to the live stream. We'll play music next time. And I will heavily debate this this possibility of doing a tutorial for the micro shorts. We'll have to see. If I can find the proper yarn, we'll do it. I just wish they made it thicker. And I can't double strand with it because it'll be a little bit too thick, I think. Who knows? Yeah, I'll think about it though. Send me your pattern suggestions. And yay. I'll see you guys next time. Yes, stay hydrated. I brought my water bottle over here. I'm going to drink right now. Water. Go on the W. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.